Shit, I didn't pop out chat. Can I do that from Streamlabs? Sure can't. There we go. And then I don't need actual Twitch open anymore. I should probably launch the game.
Bandwidth police get to you. I had to connect. I know you also started stream, you fucker.
Well, yeah, it was time.
It was time. Okay, I see.
Hi, Cake.
Hey, Cake.
How are you today?
How are you indeed? I'm gonna mute because I still have to get some stuff ready. I basically just got back from like an hour ago, so I didn't really have time to set anything up because I was also busy with some other stuff. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
I will still be looking at chat though.
It's fine. We actually have a word for that in the States. We call it brunch. I just woke up and I have a sore throat, which sucks, but I made it to Thursdays, so we're streaming on fucking Thursdays. It's almost 2. When do like most brunch places close here? I actually don't know. There was one where I used to live.
Jiminy Crimbus, it is cold. My sweater isn't dried yet, so I'm wearing my actual like outdoor coat right now. So if you hear rustling, that is my puffy winter jacket. Alright, how is my volume compared to the really fucking loud title screen?
You're fine on my end. Cake, how is he on your end?
I also know that the Tyrion Cuthbert title screen music is like ridiculously fucking loud for absolutely no fucking reason.
It is pretty loud.
I'm lowering myself down to 80 and I should be okay.
Oh. Fine. Awesome. Yeah, the brunch place I was thinking of where I used to live, they close at 2. You're fine. That's still brunch.
Is it... Would it happen to be Waffle House?
Waffle House is open 24 hours, thank you very much.
Oh shit, Waffle House just announced a surcharge on every egg it sells.
Are you serious?
Because of the bird flu. It's all over the fucking news.
No, I woke up 15 minutes ago. I do not wake up and search, oh, I wonder what's happening at Waffle House today. But I will now.
Wait. Driver falls asleep in car, wakes up inside Waffle House. Got like Florida Man energy all over it.
Damn, yeah.
Anyway, if I could see the game, that'd be great.
Eventually,
I
I
know-
haven't started playing the game. I'm busy seeing that Waffle
I know you're
House is
busy
charging
looking up
50
Waffle
cents
House.
more per egg. Well, yeah, I guess I'm not getting like an all-star special or 2-egg breakfast for a while.
It's
Gonna
an
be-
extra $1.
Yeah. It would be an extra $1. Meanwhile, I could just get 2 waffles for like $5.50.
Cake, it's because I can't look at that screen that I need to watch the game.
Well, no, you just watch what's on screen right now because it's beautiful art.
Oh dear.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because this is excellent content for a Jesus Christ, that is loud.
What
It's got
smooth
fucking
jazz?
flashbang. It's got flashbang by Tyrion Cuthbert smooth jazz.
What smooth jazz while talking about Waffle House charging an extra 50 cents per egg? That's not good content at 7 in the morning.
I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think it is.
I think you just have a very limited scope for what you think good content is.
Perhaps I do. Perhaps I do. Speaking of which, I'm gonna grab myself water because I don't have water for the redeem. Because I know someone's gonna redeem that tonight. I'll be right back.
This morning. I love that we have the full spectrum of time zones here, just with us three. For me, it's fuck early in the morning. For Cake, it's afternoon, like midday afternoon. And for Noah, it's like 10 p.m. And I think somehow all of us are dead tired. Well, like 1:45 your time? I mean, that's understandable. I really need some, like, different lighting in this room. Because kind of my choice...
Sorry, refilled my filter while I was at it. I'm sure I talked about this on stream before, but I don't remember who I was talking about it to. You know how if you swirl like a bottle, it makes a vortex of the water inside?
Mm-hmm.
And how if you make a pour, like if you pour the contents of that bottle while it's swirling, it actually pours faster.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this whole like argument over why can't drinking a potion be a bonus action in D&D, right? And like there is a good reason for this, where like, you know, rules as written, it's shit. Like wasting your action on a potion that heals less than a standard cast of like cure wounds, right?
Right.
Is bad when like second wind's a bonus action. But it actually, for a standard potion, or for what people generally believe a standard potion of healing, like the volume of one is, it actually takes more than 6 seconds to drink it, which means that it would take more than an action. But if you actually like spend and make an effort to swirl it beforehand, You can drink it in like a little under 6 seconds. So that's how you fit it in an action, and that's why it can't be a bonus action. It's still shit, but yeah, that's the bonus action, Cake.
Yeah, you just
like
you
chug while you're attacking.
Putting it in your mouth, and your full action is charging at an enemy, like while drinking it, swinging your sword.
So something that my friend does as a DM that I think that I might actually start taking, is that he will allow players to use a bonus action to drink a potion and make a roll, like make the 2d4 plus 2 dice roll. And if they spend their entire action drinking the potion, then it heals for the full amount, no questions asked. So it rewards you for using your full action to drink a potion, while still allowing the potion to be used as a bonus action.
You know what? No, Kate's right.
That...
I want my potions in like a little sippy pouch.
Damn. But like I do think that I want to take that because like if you think about it, like trying to drink it as a bonus action will cause some waste, which would make you roll the dice instead of healing the full amount that a healing potion should heal, realistically. But what do I know?
Yeah, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was saying I need to do something with the lighting in this room because I have 3 potential solutions for these like morning streams where like the sun is not up yet and like other people aren't awake yet and like the extra light might bother them coming out of my room. I could do my regular lighting,
okay,
which has that problem. I could do like my desk light, but I'm using it like over by my bed as like a reading light. So
are there other people in your room?
Not in my room.
Or is your room just separate?
My room is separate.
But with a door?
Yeah, but like the door's not great. So like there are enough gaps that if light leaks out of it, people have been bothered by it before.
I would suggest getting a privacy curtain and using that to cover the door.
Well, what I was thinking, my other option is...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
My desk light, which I'm using as a reading light over by my bed, it would provide enough light to conceivably work.
I almost closed out of Discord.
But it's also way over there. Like, legitimately, it's like 6 feet, like more than 6 feet.
How hard would it be to move?
I don't really have a spot for it over here.
Because you could move it like once a week.
Oh, you mean like moving it and then moving it back? Absolutely not.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have to deal with the rat's nest of cables. That's like under my desk.
You know, you could actually just like manage your cables and not have this issue.
Well, I do still have some lighting I want to put here. There's like a corner with nothing that I want to put something in, and I need to figure out what.
Okay, that's still no excuse for having shit cable management.
Well, we can't all be perfect, Noah.
Yeah, but I'm the perfect one. And I'm just telling you to get better.
Yeah, maybe what I put here is like at least some kind of like soft lighting, so that I'm not just sitting here in front of the computer screen as my only lights, but...
I'm trying to think, because I know that there's like... if you had like a mobile book light, or like, you know, just a standard book light, you could hook that up to your monitor.
Potentially, yeah.
Like a reading light?
Yeah, like a USB Like power?
It doesn't even have to be USB. It could be like battery powered. I know that some reading lights, like book lamps, basically, are made to fit on flat surfaces. So you could hook it up to your chat monitor, just like hang it up there.
Okay.
And have it have some gentle lighting. It is kind of scuffed, obviously, but
I'm trying.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Cake, I'm trying not to like sit here with like only my monitors as my lighting. Like just sitting.
Because that is very bad for your eyes.
Yeah, sitting in front of 2 screens in the dark.
Like I know that it's like quote unquote best for seeing movies and stuff, but it is very bad for your eyes.
I do. Look, my glasses do have like a blue light filter, so it is marginally better, but not great. Oh.
Wow, alright.
What was my thought? Oh yeah. You know, I actually came up with a solution. I'm gonna get like one of those old like Game Boy worm lights and use that. that provides enough light, right?
You could you know those old Thomas the Tank Engine toys that have like lights on them?
Oh yeah.
You could have like 5 of them just like in a circle around your desk.
Get ambushed by Thomas the Tank Engine.
I would honestly suggest like the privacy curtain route though, because they're also fairly cheap to get. So if you just like went to the nearest Walmart or supermarket and bought a privacy curtain, you could probably buy one off of Amazon too, honestly. Get one, make sure that it like basically touches the floor or close to it anyway.
Yeah,
and
I'd have to measure
basically
the door.
have that covering the door, then that would get rid of a lot of your problems and let you turn your light on.
Or I could go with like my intended solution of having some form of lighting in this corner.
You could. And I guess it really comes down to like what kind of light are you looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's just like a standard lamp, then you probably could. But if you end up getting something like soft lighting, then I doubt it's gonna make enough of a difference.
We'll see. Well, I'm getting some RGB lighting that I'm gonna put in my computer. I think that's coming today, so I'll probably install that today or tomorrow and see how that goes.
It is probably very much an Aria problem, or a later Aria problem.
It is a future Aria problem. By the way, that's what I'm sending you a picture. Here's what my room looks like.
I forgot to unhook my I was like, why is my internet like suddenly crapping out? And then I realized it's because I still have my Steam Deck hooked up to the Ethernet connection.
You're just eating bandwidth.
Like, yeah, like maybe that's why. Let's just unplug that and see if I bug out again. I don't think I will, but maybe. Let's see. Anyway, you're sending me. Ooh.
Yeah. So
that is a light up above.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. But yeah, if you see like that corner like between my two, like my table and my desk, that's where I kind of want to try and put something that's like, you know, maybe like not as substantial.
You could probably fit a lamp there.
I could, if I just find
like one of those tall hotel lamps, basically. You know the ones.
Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about, but I kind of want something.
Because that should give you enough light around your desk.
I would like something that like provides enough light that I don't feel like I'm killing my eyes doing this.
No,
But like doesn't.
but like
provide...
if you place the lamp there, and it should, we might not be thinking about the same lamp. Hold on.
No, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, this is just we're just waking up and doing a podcast. I should change our category to just chatting.
Here's the one that I'm thinking of that should provide you with enough light on your desk.
Yeah, that's kind of the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, something that just shines like directly down, basically.
I would need to be decently tall. Maybe it's an option.
I mean, cake. This is the quality content that you're here for, right? You're not here to watch us make story progress.
Oh no, we
Perish the thought.
Never do that here.
Honestly, we could probably fill like an entire time slot just talking about random shit like a podcast.
We absolutely could. We could do just chatting streams if we wanted to.
If we wanted to.
I do like video games though.
Yeah, games are fun.
Like a lot of like, I know we are so far removed from like this even being a consideration, but some large streamers do have like a significant portion of like just chatting before they actually start whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
I think the idea is to like give people time to see the notification and join, but again, we're so far removed from that. Okay. The screen, Mount Fuji in the background, everything else going on. Miles Edgeworth bleeding out off screen.
The Proto Badger's probably coming for us next, but you know.
It is dark enough in this room that when I look back, I occasionally expect to see him.
Who knows, maybe he's poised and ready to murder you.
Please? In-game?
In game, of course.
Yeah, can't be violating Twitch TOS by like saying you want to kill someone or you want to die. It has to be in game.
Well, I wasn't saying either of those. I was saying that Proto Badger is gonna be the one to do it.
And I said please,
now whether
in game.
Whether that's me in the Proto Badger suit or not remains to be seen. But
you're halfway around the world.
Arya, has that ever stopped me before?
Yes. Yes, it has. Not
anymore. Exactly, Ed.
Hi, Ed.
All right, shall we get started?
Yeah, I guess so. Since it's more than just cake watching, I guess we'll play the video game instead of.
We had 20 minutes of just chatting, and then now we're actually playing the game.
I think I started the stream like 25 minutes ago.
Well, the thing is, you didn't actually start the stream on time. You started it before time.
What? No, I try to start it like 5 minutes before.
Exactly. Did you start it exactly on the hour? Because I see that it started 24 minutes ago.
No, I started it like 6:56 my time. I try and start it like 5 minutes before we say. Like
well,
around
no,
when I
because
call you is when I start it.
we always call, and then don't you gaslight me?
I'm not gaslighting you. I know we don't start it exactly.
I know we don't start it exactly on the hour, but you don't typically press go live as soon as you call me.
No, it's like after we like take a minute or two to hop in, then I press go live. But you were gonna
Which
take.
you press go live.
You were gonna take.
Yeah, I
2
said
minutes to hop in.
2 minutes, and then I said 2 minutes, and then like 20 seconds after I said that, you press go live.
Well, yeah, because it was gonna be 2 minutes.
Anyway, we've got a game to do.
Yeah. By the way, you do have to hit new game and then select a case.
Yes.
Wallace?
Who's being Wallace?
Hmm?
Who's being Wallace?
I don't know. Ooh, necromancy.
Fine.
Fun.
Let me go. I'm not going anywhere until I see her.
Okay. Shh. God, I already have a sore throat. This is fine. I'm sorry,
The
Wallace.
cheese grommet!
But she's already passed. There was nothing more they could have done.
How? This academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. Are you telling me that they couldn't do anything?
Her condition was much worse than we thought. The kingdom's magic isn't advanced enough to treat something like this.
Lucio Steelwind can rain meteors from the sky. William Frege can teleport entire caravans across the continent. Are you telling me that your mages couldn't cure one disease?
I'm sorry. I truly am.
Emily.
Dang, I didn't...
Gee, I wonder if necromancy is going to be involved in this.
No. Why would you think that?
I'm sorry, Celeste, but there's no way out of this.
Celeste's attention is sharply focused on the chessboard between you two. You can see her eyes quickly dart from piece to piece.
Anyway, what were you going to say? You didn't expect something?
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect us to be, I didn't expect a genre shift so quickly. We were playing a VN and now it's gonna be like a zombie survival horror?
Yeah, it's horror now.
Question for you to make a Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, the cheese grommet.
No. Every moment is a good time to make a Wallace and Gromit joke.
Just give me a second, I can still win this. Her occupation is bodyguard now. It's gonna be bodyguard everywhere now, I think.
Watch it be mercenary.
Yeah, no, it's bodyguard, it's fine. Oh, all these profiles, just hang out, I guess.
Celeste, there's no way for you to avoid checkmate next turn. Just surrender.
She ignores you and continues staring at the pieces. There, what about that?
Checkmate.
Damn it! Would you two keep it down? We are in a library. Just more glances at the chessboard. I hope you didn't spend the entire morning playing around. I've been working hard, Ruby. I've already learned 2 new spell formulas since we got here. Well, at least there's that. What about you, Cuthbert?
Well...
Your flustered stammering tells her exactly how much progress you've made.
I couldn't find any books about the subject we've been looking into.
You spent the entire day combing through the kingdom's imperial library, researching the Eye of Horus. During Celeste's trial, you awakened to a new ability that you never used before. Up until
Remember,
then,
we made the noble think about our attorney's badge.
Yes, we did. We did do that. Up until then, you thought the eye could only see surface-level thoughts. During that moment with Garrick Pierce, the Eye of Horus was empowered, and you could see far more than usual. Told Mr. Moore about what happened, and made you both wonder what other hidden abilities the eye might have. You both decided it's time to find out more about the eye and its origins. This library supposedly held the kingdom's entire knowledge of magic and the arcane arts. but you
Yeah,
can't find
just let us see the entire library for a moment in all of its glory.
Just use the eye. You'll find it eventually.
I can see everything. What a library.
Who needs 4 globes?
These people apparently.
You couldn't find a mention of any ability like the eye. Does the kingdom seriously lack knowledge about it? Or do we need to look somewhere else? Are you sure you can't tell me what you're researching? I've traveled around the world, I might have seen something like it. You entertain the thought for a moment, but you haven't known her for very long. The Eye of Horse is a supernatural ability that can't be detected by a spell compendium.
Yeah, if you had 3, it would be asymmetrical.
Roll library use. What would that be? I guess that would just be like, you can make arguments for a lot of different checks for that actually.
I would normally say investigation.
Yeah, probably investigation.
Because it's not like you're going to roll survival in a library.
Maybe you wouldn't.
And that's the other one that corresponds to searching and tracking, so.
Actual stat in Call of Cthulhu, that makes sense. That's like Lovecraftian horror. Of course there's a stat for going to the library and trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, it's literally like, go to the library and figure out what kind of otherworldly being is fucking around this time.
Sorry, I just
The villain of the week, as it were.
You always been worried about what the kingdom might do to you if they ever found out about it.
Sorry, it's not something I can really talk about.
Fine. I guess I would say that they're looking into supernatural phenomena. You and Celeste nearly jump out of your chairs. Look over to where the voice came from. Oh God. It's
what?
It's the girl we saw in
what?
the dream.
Who? I don't remember a dream.
Black and white, like
I don't remember a
and
dream.
Clothing with
I don't remember a dream.
With piercing pink eyes.
I don't remember a dream. She looks harmless. What can she do?
Sure. You look over to where the voice came from. She appears to be a student at the academy. How long was she there? You didn't notice her presence at all. I also feel like she looks oddly familiar.
I wonder who.
I'm terribly sorry if I startled you, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. As the girl approaches your table, you see another student frantically running after her.
Eris, you can't just... I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine, Wallace. I'm sorry, but who are you two? Sorry, that was incredibly rude of me. My name is Eris Elmater. Elmater? Elmater?
It's up to you to read it.
Me, desperately trying to make it into Ace Attorney and see what joke is being made with the name.
Unfortunately, I don't think...
I'm not sure.
I don't think jokes are made with names here.
She might be too important for a joke to be made.
I really do like her hair though. Look at that. Look at the coloring on that.
I know. It's so pretty. Fucking, I haven't even been awake an hour and I'm getting gender envy. What the fuck? Airsilmater, occupation student. And this is Wallace Nightgrave. Oh, Wallace Nightgrave. Sure, we're not making any jokes here.
Yeah, no jokes here.
No jokes here.
No jokes here.
We're both students here.
Hi.
Wallace Nightgrave, occupation student. Not to be rude, but that was a private conversation. and you were being very rude. Just how much did you hear? I wonder. Reading about the supernatural is actually a hobby of mine. I might be able to help you with your research, Mr. Cuthbert. And what makes you so sure that is what we were researching? Mr. Cuthbert has a bad habit of muttering to himself when he thinks. I assumed that his research had something to do with the supernatural. You're piercing sideways from Miss Tamora.
I love the narration in this game. It's so good.
Just this sprite. Look, this art, this sprite of like the piercing death glare. It's perfect.
The sprite work in this game is so fucking good.
It's a
like,
lot of fun.
It fucking blows me away. Cause like you'll see, this is I think one of my favorite cases, just because not only is it like the true test, like it basically lets you go free and like use all of your abilities without giving you hints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what the second case of every Ace Attorney game does. But also like it's just there's so much variation in all of the characters, and they're all so well written, and I love it so much.
You would.
Also, I think this might just be like a personal gripe of mine, but like you can also sort of tell that this was like, I think at least. Let me fact check myself before
it was like Kickstarter funded,
myself.
right?
I believe so. But like you can pretty much tell that that it was like made in English for English speakers, just with how witty the dialogue is.
Mm-hmm.
And like how well it uses like emphasis in narration, because like Ace Attorney is great, and the local translation and localization of it is incredible. Like it blows me away every single game I play of it. But also like it can't escape the fact that it is still at heart a Japanese game.
Mm-hmm.
Like with all the tropes and writing, like just like the writing involved, right? Like you can't really fully escape just how like each culture writes stories, basically. But with this one, it feels so natural. Like it's like it really is actually like there's no dissonance basically between the language and what it's supposed to convey.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a couple of the tropes, but it is like written in English, written like originally in English.
Yeah.
Anyway, roll chainsaw.
I wanna roll pharmacy.
I don't.
I mean, I don't think I've been on any meds for like past.
Actually, there is one thing I'd want to try rolling pharmacy for,
2 years,
but
yeah.
we'll save that for later. It's up to you to figure out what I meant by that one.
I know what you meant by that one, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I don't know if I might have. I was on meds for basically attention span. Until I realized that like it makes me very anxious for no reason at all. And the two like mental things, I don't like calling them disorders. I guess they are disorders. I don't like calling them disabilities, or like mental illnesses. So the disorders that I have, because that's a neutral term, I think personally, as someone who like deals with it every day, I think disorder is fine. The two disorders that I really struggle with are ADD and anxiety. So getting rid of the ADD only to spike anxiety feels like a, plus minus 0.
Yeah, it doesn't really like it helps, but it doesn't help.
Because like I was on it like over basically summer vacation, right? Like no classes, no homework.
Mhm.
The most stressful thing that I had to do was basically like walk my dog. Right? Like walk my dog, do a job basically.
Yeah, but like, what if the
But like
dog takes a shit and you don't have a bag? You know?
well, you will not believe the places where I have dog poop bags, and to this day, I like check in like one random bag in my or one random pocket in my backpack, and I have like 2 poop bags in there. And I'm like, where the fuck did they come from?
You know, just in case you have your backpack and you're walking your dog.
Exactly. But like it would be like I don't know 7 p.m. right? Like I'm basically winding down for the night, and I just like feel this pressure that like I need to do something, but I can't tell what it is, right? And like I go
Right.
through like all of my reminders, and I go through basically everything, any place that I would have written something down, like to remind myself of something that I need to do, and there's nothing. And that like fucks you up when you're supposed to be resting. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. So I'm not on that anymore, is long story short. Which my attention span might suffer from it, but
Yeah, but you know,
It's-
oh well. At least you're not
That's-
like feeling anxiety all the time.
that's
forever.
the lower attention span is a later Noah problem, is what it is. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, but anyway, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Wait, fine. I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Just
Go and check the text log.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember to show some discretion, Tyrion.
Right.
Oh. Just leave her behind.
Just nope. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that shit right now. So, you two are students at the Imperial Academy.
Fuck, I forgot to present my attorney's badge. Oh well.
Fuck.
You can do it
Well,
next.
we can do that later.
Yes, I'm currently studying illusion magic. Illusions? That's the kind of magic that lets you turn invisible, right? Technically, yes, but few mages ever reach a level high enough for that. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit that I'm not able to cast invisibility. That's still pretty cool. What about you, Wallace? What about you, Wallace Nightgrave? What kind of magic do you practice? Wallace has his own unique field of study.
That's fear.
Yeah, it is. It's probably not your place to pry.
I said... Sorry, I had a very, very inappropriate thought once I saw the motion matrix. I can voice it, but it might ruin it forever, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
I might just drop the bomb like randomly at some point during this stream because, yeah. But
Go for it.
I'll let you off. I'll let you off for the next.
You've got like 2
I'll let you
hours
off for the
and
next
20
like
minutes.
5 minutes.
You've
Yeah.
got 2 hours and 20 minutes to pull the trigger.
What do you think about this, Eris?
You're already resorting to presenting me things? We've only just started. I really think you're overthinking things.
What?
Or do you simply want to see all the unique things that I have to say? Girl? I'm trying to elicit somebody's reaction to the attorney's badge, okay? What?
What? Normal.
She does look like she comes out of TV screens. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not some script for you to toy around with. Feel free to try again later, though. Not exactly sure what she's talking about. Okay, I was just trying to make something funny happen. Alright? Someone's gonna react to these attorney's badge at some point.
I just wanted funny attorney badge. I didn't want fourth wall breaking.
Everyone is talking about you two.
Really?
It's rare for the school to let any outsiders in. That makes sense. This library isn't exactly open to the public. They're only able to get access to it because of Mr. Moore's connections. We only ever get occasional visits from the noble houses. So, I was curious as to who was able to break this dull monotony. Well, I'm a mercenary, but now I work as Tyrion's bodyguard.
Mercenary?
After a trial, it turned out that Celeste was more than capable of affording your services. However, Mr. Morris still proposed a different arrangement. After indicting Garrett Pierce, you painted a large target on your back. Celeste being a mercenary, Mr. Moore decided to hire her as your bodyguard. Figured you would feel more comfortable around someone you were already friends with.
Anyways, I'm a defense attorney.
Defense attorney?
Hmm?
My apologies, it's just not what I was expecting. What's that supposed to mean?
I do really love the foreshadowing though. Like,
What do you mean,
like,
foreshadowing?
No. What I mean is that we as the player know that something is wrong with her. Because we have seen her in Tyrion's dream, right?
This is just called dramatic irony.
No, what I mean to
We
say...
have the information that the characters do not.
Yes, what I mean to say, though, is that what I really like is that there are also, like, I don't know, I guess warning signs, right? Like, there's some things here and there off about her dialogue that just don't make sense to Tyrion, but, like, to us, it's something, it can be something very different.
Yeah. Dramatic irony.
I call that foreshadowing. Anyway.
Supernatural phenomena. Wonder why you would be researching such a thing. Yeah, I want to know too!
I'm sorry, but I can't really say.
Regardless, there are many spells in this world. So, why are you so convinced that this phenomenon wasn't produced by a spell?
What we're looking into doesn't seem to follow the classic rules of magic.
Oh? How so? Please, tell me.
It was created by someone who's not a mage.
Oh, really? So you're saying that this was something created by a person? What? Words came out of your mouth before you realized it. Send a small apologetic look to Mr. Mora. That does remind me of a story.
The story?
Mr. Cuthbert, do you know the legend about how the kingdom of Wyverngade? I think you mean Wyverngard. Typo. Literally unplayable. Literally unplayable.
Get a refund.
It's too late. I bought this game way too long ago. And we played it for more than 2 hours.
You mean the story about the ancient dragons?
The ancient... what? Does Wyverngard have a story about ancient dragons?
It's only about one ancient dragon. The Church of Bahamut refers to him as the Scaled Lord. I'm sure you've even heard people mention him before.
If you go too long, you'll die in a week. No.
Legends say that the first mages were created centuries ago by him. Lord Dump, Lord Dump. At that time, I kind of need to see the text box to read it.
Nope.
At that time,
Nope.
our kingdom...
Wyverngard City.
Hold on, stream delay, stream delay. Our kingdom was caught in the middle of a brutal war. With no way to defend themselves, the kingdom was on the brink of destruction.
That it is a pretty sick tower.
our people prayed to Bahamut, the god of dragons, for salvation. And almost as if to answer their prayers, Rathalion, the last Scaled Lord, appeared before them. The Scaled Lord bestowed the gift of magic on a band of heroes who were fighting on the front lines. With their magic, these heroes utterly overtook the kingdom's enemies and single-handedly won the war. It's said that these heroes went on to form the noble houses of today.
What a load of nonsense. That story is nothing but religious propaganda to prop up the noble houses. Yeah, I was getting that sense, yeah. Regardless, the significance of this legend is in the Scaled Lord himself.
You mean Rathalion?
Rathalion bestowed the power to become a mage on several individuals. And to this day, that power can only be passed down genetically. Can you think of an arcane spell that can produce something like that?
No, I suppose not.
Rathalion must have had powers that weren't bound by the rules of the arcane arts. In other words, he could create supernatural phenomena without following the rules of magic. Please, do you honestly expect us to believe a story like that? It's completely unrealistic. As unrealistic as a non-mage using supernatural powers? She has a point. Literally, exact same words went through my head. It's a far-fetched theory, but it's honestly the closest thing you have to a lead right now.
Of course, it would be you lot making all this noise. I think this is female. Yep.
Suddenly, a woman who appears to be an instructor approaches you. She looks upon each of you with an equal amount of disdain.
Professor Bellwether!
Catherine Bellwether, occupation professor.
Those glasses, though. Is there an actual word for that? Like, glasses on a stick?
What,
The glasses on a stick.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, there has to be a word for it, right?
Stick. Oh god. How do you say this?
A lorgnet?
I guess a lornet? A lorgnette?
Hold on, that's IPA. Looks like lorgnette.
Lorgnette. Yeah, I guess. Derived from French. Okay.
Yeah, pair of spectacles with a handle.
Derived from the French lorgnière, to take a sidelong look at, and Middle French from lorgner, squinting. So
I mean, yeah.
You know what? That's funny. I agree with that. Good work, France.
That is Professor Bellwether to you.
But didn't he just call you? What do Yeah, we kind of jumped around a bit and we missed the joke.
Sorry, glasses on a stick were more important.
Yes, they were. Truly.
I knew letting you rabble into our walls would lead to nothing but trouble. You've even started associating with our malcontents.
The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If you have an issue with that, take it up with him.
I'll have you know that I was on my way to do just that. Wallace? Yes? How am I supposed to understand you when you're stuttering? Yes, Professor Bellwether. Straighten out your uniform and fix that awful hair. You look like a street urchin. But I suppose it's unreasonable to expect anything more. And as for you, I'll be on my way.
What a bitch. I wrote this game, actually. I wrote this game.
I think that You might want to associate with Arya Steelwind more, but you are more of a Celeste.
I am. Really, I am. Whew, okay.
Celeste.
Oh, come on. We were all thinking it. We were. It's true. We were. Literally, we were. Whew, okay. Anyways, with that out of the way, shall we begin?
Fear.
Why do you keep detecting fear from Celeste? Wallace, you finished this week's assignment, haven't you? Would you mind helping Celeste with her research?
I don't know.
Now that you mention it, I could really use some help finding a specific spell formula. You know your way around here, right, Wallace?
Okay.
This dude is an open book.
Don't worry, Mr. Murrah. I'll be more careful from now on.
Please do. I still have some business to take care of here, so I'll leave you all to it. Yeah, there's no reason for fear. Again, what's her name?
Hmm?
The ghost from the ring, what's her name?
Sadako.
Sadako, yeah.
Sadako.
Yeah, fucking Sadako over here. Spend the next few hours searching through the library's books with Eris.
I personally think that Eris is cuter, but you know.
Than Sadako?
Yeah? I mean, both of them will probably kill you in your sleep, but...
You hadn't thought to look into the ancient dragons, and the library had books about them in abundance. There was one problem, though.
There are a lot of myths and stories about the ancient dragons, but it's pretty difficult to tell fact from fiction with these accounts.
It can't be helped. The Church of Bahamut is the dominant religion of our kingdom. We have the bones of dragons displayed in museums, but those bones are the only widely known evidence of the dragon's existence. Except for Rathalion. Oh. Oop. Didn't
Tyrion,
catch
what
the
happened to your
switch.
voice? Except for Rathalion, possibly. I wonder if he's still alive, like you said.
I wouldn't be surprised. Despite everything, our kingdom's constitution still includes him in our government. Okay, constitutional monarchy. Got it.
Wait, really?
As the savior of our kingdom, he and his kin were given an honorary position on our political hierarchy. The ancient dragon's authority technically rivals that of King Olivier.
Wow, I had no idea. How have I never heard of this before?
To be honest, that law is just a way to revere him and appease the church. Well, Rathalion couldn't possibly be any worse than the nobility.
Time to kill a god! Time to kill a god!
Imagine living in a monarchy? Can't relate.
Can't relate. That.
So stuck in your own thoughts that you accidentally bump into a bookshelf. Shelf begins to tip over and you're able to catch it before it fully falls over. But not before several books fall out from their shelves. They hit the ground with a cacophony of thuds. Some students glance in your direction. Be quiet!
Sorry.
Be quiet! Eris begins giggling. She seems amused by what's happening. Hey, are you okay? I heard a loud... Whoa. Celeste stares at the pile of fallen books. What did you do?
Forget that. Just help me clean this up.
Ah, there's no need for that. Construct, I require assistance.
Acknowledged.
Ah, what? Upon Eris's command, one of the nearby suits of armor suddenly springs to life and begins walking towards you. The voice coming out of it sounds human, but it lacks emotion. Why does it sound familiar?
Wait, did you do that, Eris?
Yes, This is an arcane construct. It's a suit of armor that's animated using artificery. They're designed to carry out various tasks for the students.
Arcane constructs are suits of armor with a U, that are animated using artificery. They can carry out simple tasks when ordered to. The ones in the Imperial Academy speak using the voice of Catherine Bellwether. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. Every command given to a construct is stored in its command log. However, this command log must be cleared regularly.
Can a body be hidden in that armor? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe. Really?
Maybe.
I didn't know anything like that existed.
I guess it depends on whether or not it's hollow, right?
I mean, it's just a suit of armor that's animated. It probably is. They're still experimental.
I guess.
So they aren't available to the public yet. That being
I've
said...
always thought of constructs as something that's like, you know, filled with machinery, but I guess if it's magic, then it could be hollow,
yeah, it's magic. It's magic. We don't have to explain shit.
Yeah. Alright.
With that being said, Construct, please place these books back where they belong.
Since it's Bellwether, like I said, I don't remember that much from these cases, and I haven't played the last case, so I don't actually know like how all of the plot threads tie together. So, anyway, since this is Bellwether's voice, I guess I have to do Bellwether's voice without emotion.
So yeah, lacking the usual disdain and bitchiness.
I think that's impossible for me. Anyway. Acknowledged.
On Eris's command, the construct begins quickly picking up the books. It moves with inhuman efficiency. After only a few seconds, all of the books are back on their shelves. Wow, so they do whatever you tell them to do? Well, there are some limits too. Construct, tell me that I'm the fairest maiden you've ever seen.
Command rejected.
Aw, what?
I guess they're not allowed to lie.
Oh!
God, I forgot how much I love Tyrion's snarkiness.
Feel sharp pain in your side as Celeste quickly jabs you. The construct's voice is just a series of pre-recorded messages. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it uses the voice of Professor Bellwether. Unfortunately, you can't make them say anything other than what's recorded. But if we just get some AI integration, I'm sure we can use a large language model and change that. Just
Too real.
Install,
Too real.
Install ChatGPT, and it can tell
Too
you.
real.
And it can tell you that the best way to.
Too real. Abort. Abort. Abort.
it can tell you that glue is a great topping for your pizza.
That's Google. That's not ChatGPT.
It's AI. It counts. Only the headmaster can change those settings.
What was it? What was it about calling Goku? Like how to cook a chicken, right?
Oh. Yeah, call Goku to cook your chicken. Or you use an iron to unwrinkle your to like unwrinkle your skin.
Or what is it? There's something about like cockroaches living in your dick, right? Like,
Ooh.
yes, it's perfectly normal to have roaches in your penis.
Okay.
I swear to God, that was an actual thing that Google AI said.
We can even have it make art and draw hands with 3 fingers.
Cake, what the fuck are you talking about? Google AI cockroach.
I think Google AI has told people to kill themselves before, so, you know.
Yes.
Because it was pulling from Reddit comments, which, if you know anything about Reddit comments,
yes.
You will find the full range of the most helpful and knowledgeable people on the internet.
Well,
and the worst trolls you will ever imagine.
So the way to get correct answers on Reddit is to create an alt and with that alt say the wrong answer. Because then everyone will just come out of hiding and correct you.
Yes.
And that's how you get the right answer. Anyway,
That's
the
Murphy's
search
Law.
was the search was can cockroaches live in your penis? And the AI overview was absolutely. It's totally normal too. Over the course of a year, 5 to 10 cockroaches will crawl into your penis hole while you're asleep. This is how they got the name cockroach.
So, Cake, to answer your question, yes. Yes, it did.
Yes.
That is the kind of intelligence large language models are working with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doctors recommend smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day during pregnancy. According to geologists at UC Berkeley, you should eat at least 1 small rock per day. They say that rocks are a vital source of minerals and vitamins that are important for digestive health.
But you can't eat too many rocks, otherwise you'll get kidney stones.
How long ago was 1919? 1919 was 20 years ago. Cyanide has not been reported to directly cause birth defects in people.
Yeah, AI and large language models still have a very long way to go.
I feel like at some point the people on Reddit just eventually just started posting wrong answers to fuck up the AI.
Yeah. Yeah. Similar to how some artists started, like, intentionally or like using specific watermarks or like intentionally making terrible, awful art just to fuck with AI.
She's not sticking to pizza. Here are some things you can try. Mix in sauce. Mixing cheese into the sauce helps add moisture to the cheese and dry out the sauce.
Okay.
You can also add about 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue to the sauce to give it more tackiness.
Yeah, just put glue on your pizza. It's fine.
How many feet does an elephant have? Elephants have 2 feet with 5 toes on the front feet and 4 on the back feet.
Oh, that sounds like AI art.
What else? I'm trying to find the one that tells you to get Goku, to call Goku. There it is. According to USDA, safe minimum internal temperature for cooking poultry, including chicken, is 102 Fahrenheit. That is not correct, by the way.
That is not correct. Oh.
You should check the temperature in the thickest section of the breast, as well as the innermost parts of the thigh and wing. You can ask Goku for help. He'll ensure the meat has reached its temperature by reading its power level.
25 times with 38 knives. Death of Julius Caesar. Only like 7 of the conspirators actually got their stabs in.
That reminded me of a Tumblr meme. Where it's like, actually, Caesar was like a huge, basically like a pansexual. Like, he would have orgies with men and women alike. And then the top reply was, yes, he died as he lives, skewered by countless men.
Well, I mean, do we want to get into like the politics of queerness in ancient Rome?
That's a slippery slope, so I'd suggest we don't.
I'll leave it at it's okay to be gay as long as you aren't a bottom.
Pretty much, actually. That's actually like the...
That's basically how it was in ancient Rome.
Artificery that can record audio. I've never seen anything like it.
But you just said they're experimental, right? Maybe if I keep asking it, it'll just give up and do it. I would advise against that. Even if the commands are rejected, they're still stored in the construct's command logs. Anyways, we should probably get back to work. Fine. You read more about the ancient dragons, but most of the stories read more like fables than actual historical accounts.
I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Oh, I don't like that sound.
Stock alarm sound effect?
I don't like that sound at 11:06 p.m.
Stock alarm sound effect? Where have I heard this before?
SCP? I don't know.
You know what? I think you're right. I think I first heard this in like SCP Containment Breach.
I just fucking threw a name out there. I didn't realize I'd be right.
No, you're right. I think this is like the stock alarm sound effect, and they use this in SCP Containment Breach. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous, low-pitched sound blare across the room. It sounds like a high-pitched horn, but with its volume turned up to unnatural levels.
Can we get an air horn in the chat? What, Celeste? Do you hear that?
How can I not? What is that?
You didn't touch anything you weren't supposed to, right?
What? Of course not. It finally stopped. Second Dutch king who loads affairs with
King
Belgian
Willem
men.
II, the Dutch king, loads of affairs with Belgian men who did end up blackmailing him for money, but also to make the Netherlands more democratic.
Thanks, Willem.
Eris, wasn't that the lockdown system?
Yes, I believe so.
Lockdown system?
The Academy is outfitted with a large artificery system. In a state of emergency, we'll erect magical barriers throughout the building. State of emergency? Should we be worried? Don't worry, the lockdown is designed to keep everyone safe. We're safe as long as the barriers are up. But Miss Tamora, she said she was going to do something on campus.
And also, like, as long as the barriers are up, but like, if, for example, just a wild stretch here, if there was a murder, which I'm not saying that there is.
Oh, no,
Because
never.
there's never been murder in any of these games, right? They're all just pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
So if hypothetically there were to be a murder, wouldn't that mean that the murderer would be like inside of the dome, like, and you're locked in with the murderer? Wouldn't that be bad?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm terribly
Sure,
sorry.
okay.
You suddenly hear a disembodied voice echo through the library. It sounds like it's being projected magically.
It's the headmaster. He's using the intercom system.
Students and faculty, please remain calm. There's been a murder on the Academy grounds.
I said hypothetically. What?
Please stay where you are and wait for law enforcement to arrive.
Damn it, we have to get out of here.
I'm afraid that's not possible. The lockdown system protects and locks each room.
Each room. Okay.
Each room. Okay, interesting.
Well, no, what I mean is that you're not actually locked in a dome with a murderer, as long as the murderer doesn't, like, change rooms from the murderer. Or, like, go into your room from the murderer before the lockdown system happens, then you won't be trapped in with the murderer. So it's actually a better system than I thought. Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I thought initially, but like you said about the domes, like, oh, you've played this game before.
I told you I don't fucking remember anything!
We can't leave this room until it's deactivated.
I don't know why you trusted me on that. My memory is piss poor on a good day, Arya.
Goldfish brain.
Like, all the shit I said about not remembering this, that was not me lying. I don't remember this shit at all. We won't know until we try.
You run to the entrance, begin frantically pulling on the door's handle. Try to put all your strength into prying it open, but it doesn't even budge.
That's an insult to Goldfish.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Yeah.
I did not expect Celeste to have, Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, she is...
Wait a minute.
She is a mercenary.
Wait
What?
a minute, no. This is exactly like Tamara's pose. It's exactly like it. The crossed arms, the lowered head,
I think it's
the
just
shadow over the eyes.
I honestly think it's just a glare, but
No, but it's exactly the same. Look at it. It's like exactly the same, but it's Celeste instead of Tamara.
and I honestly don't know if that is a coincidence or if like it could just be that the sprite artist just chose the same pose for the same glare.
But it's so different to how we. I'm just gonna move on with the text and we'll find out. Tyrion, stop.
But Miss Tamara,
I know that you're worried about her, but there's already been a murder. You don't know where the attacker is or if they're still armed. The best thing we can do right now is stay here and wait. She's right.
damn it.
Celeste's hand rests on her sword, her eyes carefully watching the entrance. Okay, so they did really
She
just
is a
choose
merc.
the same. They really did just choose the same, like,
The same pose,
yeah.
pretty much. Like, you can really tell that she has been on a battlefield.
Yeah. She's very prepared
Wow.
for this moment.
We've been here for hours and she still hasn't stopped watching the door.
She was also able to calm you down earlier. It's easy to forget sometimes, but she's always reliable when it really counts. What? Students and faculty, thank you for your patience. Law enforcement has secured the building. The lockdown has been lifted. However, please remain in the building until Headmaster is barely finished with his message before you're out the door.
Oh, I see. The reason why the pose is so similar was because they kept the, I guess, layer basically. Like her body is in the same position. They only moved her arms and her face. And because Tamara's arms are always crossed, it just made it seem very similar.
Okay.
You can see it if you go back to when the announcement comes on and her expression shifts. That her pose doesn't actually change, it's just her arms and the position of her face.
Tyrion, hey,
Alright,
don't go off on your own.
Enough about the art.
How do we not know how
Which is-
occupation of the headmaster? He could be doing anything. He could have any job.
Like, okay, Cake, I'm gonna say it. Principals don't do jack shit.
You
Like,
desperately
I'm sorry,
going through
the dean's
Captain
office
Foley's.
is like, no. Mr. Mora, where are you?
You have no idea where you're even going anymore. You can feel your fear and anxiety rise with every passing moment. Where is she? Cuthbert? What's wrong? Why are you shouting?
Mr. Mora,
Calm down. You're hyperventilating.
I heard there was a murder and I've been looking all over for you.
And you were worried about me?
I just...
You hug Miss Tamara tightly as you're overcome with emotion. She's usually not receptive to affection, but you don't care. You're just relieved that she's safe. Tyrion, there you are. Hi, Momotron. We're doing good.
Hey. There's been a murder, which I know is a big surprise for this game.
I know it's a shock for like courtroom dramas and games like this, but somebody has died.
It also announced the murder right as soon as I said that murders don't happen in this game.
And you're crying. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you so much. We heard the announcement. Do you know what happened, Ruby? I do, but... See Mr. Morrow glance at Wallace for a brief moment. For now, I think we should head to the foyer.
I always wonder why they call it a foyer when it has an R.
Me too. I'm guessing the French ruined that word
I
as
think
well.
it's French.
Uh, absolutely it is.
It's aim. What?
Absolutely it is. Originally in Latin, and then, like, the
Ah,
Latin, like, focus for, like, domestic
gotcha.
hearth, which became
You
foyer
learn
in
new
French.
you learn new things every day. Also, is that fucking Sylvain?
Yeah, the statue caught my
I don't
attention.
fucking remember anything about this game. Holy fuck, you'd think I would remember Sylvain on there. It's the same exact fucking pose and the same exact fucking hair. Look at that shit.
No, you pronounce it like here. Let me actually like type it in chat. Like you pronounce it like that. You pronounce it like
Sorry.
foyer.
Aria, like, actually compare these images.
No, I understand. I've played Three Houses. I know
Yeah,
exactly
but
what you mean.
have you seen the hero's pose?
That is pretty fucking exact, huh?
It is a 1-to-1.
It's just like flipped over the y-axis. You arrive at the foyer and see the room swarmed with a legion of familiar knights.
It- sorry, I can't take "Is that the Inquisition" seriously after all of the Inquisition memes.
Nobody expects the Inquisition.
Nobody expects it. Is that the Inquisition? Don't tell me.
The headmaster mentioned that there was a murder on campus. Someone used magic.
Oh, you there.
As you enter the foyer, Commander White notices you and begins marching in your direction. But his attention isn't focused on you.
Huh? Are you Wallace Nightgrave? Yes, but... By the authority of the Wyvern Guard Crown, I'm placing you under arrest.
Hey, what are you doing?
You three. The hell are you doing here? You said he was under arrest? On what charges? This state is charged with the murder of Catherine Bellwether.
Oh, awesome. Should give him a medal, not a sentence.
What?
Wasn't that the professor you met in the library earlier? Like hell you're arresting him. He was with us in the library for the entire morning. There's no way he could have murdered her. You're not telling us everything, are you? Move aside, Celeste.
Well, that's an annoying look if I know one.
But
Miss Tamara is right. If Wallace is a suspect, we can't stop the Inquisition from arresting him. No. Don't worry, Wallace. We'll get to the bottom of what happened. We'd better at least get to court by the stream.
oh, with the pace we're going, I kinda doubt it. Without a word, Wallace
blame the French.
allows the Inquisition to drag him away.
I blame the French.
My apologies. I'm going to go and check on him. This is terrible.
I still don't understand. Why would they suspect Wallace of all people?
I'm not sure myself. Unlike most magical homicides, this school is filled with plenty of mages. There has to be a long list of suspects. Isn't there anything we can do?
I'm gonna go investigate what happened.
Cuthbert,
Yes.
he hasn't accepted you as his attorney yet. You don't even know if you'll be working this case.
But I know that he's innocent. I just can't sit here and do nothing.
Well, I clearly can't stop you. But please remember that being an attorney is your job. It's not charity work. Don't come crying to me if you run out of gold.
Right.
Anyways, I still have some business to take care of in the city. Will you two be okay handling this?
Yes, we'll take care of this.
Good. I'll leave everything to you then.
Alright, let's go, Celeste.
Right. I mean,
Might as well save it in a new slot, right?
yeah, we're given the extra slots. It's been a few hours since Wallace was arrested. You and Celeste were with him during the lockdown, so the Inquisition had to take your statements. But the more they questioned you, the more you could tell that they had doubts about your testimony. You'll need to do more if you want to establish an alibi for Wallace. That took longer than I expected.
We've already lost a lot of time talking to the Inquisition and talking about the French and glasses on sticks. But we should be free to roam around now.
Where should we go first?
The crime scene sounds like a good start. We still need to figure out what actually happened.
Ruby said that the body was found in Lecture Hall 2B. It's in the west wing of the school.
Alright. That seems like a good place to start. What do you think about this, Celeste?
Ah, sorry, Tyrion. I don't think I can help you with that. One day. One day it'll work.
One day. One day.
Classroom 2B.
Well, that's a corpse. Outline.
Yeah, it's the outline.
Still doing the hole in the wall, I see.
Wait, is that the same outline pose?
No, it's different. It's different.
Okay. I'll believe you. Gromit killed him? I agree.
The angles of the arms are fairly different. Hey, stop right there.
As you try to enter the classroom, you're stopped by one of the Inquisition Knights.
I'm the defense attorney for the accused. We have a right to investigate the crime scene. Yeah? From what I heard, the kid doesn't have an attorney yet.
Right, you haven't been able to talk to Wallace about that yet. It's quite alright. Let them in.
Lady Steelwind.
Do not call me that. No.
See?
Every
See?
Every
See?
single character has
Glare
the
pose.
exact same glare pose.
Glare pose. See? The glares are different, though.
They
I will
are.
say that.
While you work
Like,
under me, you will address me
Aria's-
as Prosecutor Steelwind.
Aria's doesn't seem like it will kill you.
No.
Yes, Prosecutor Steelwind. Oh.
Ah, what's that smell? As you enter the classroom, you find yourself inhaling a sour and rancid odor. The stench is so overwhelming that your eyes begin to tear up. Don't worry, you eventually get used to the smell.
What are you even doing here, Steelwind?
I'm here to coordinate the investigation. You look around the crime scene. There isn't a single Inquisition Knight in the room.
I'm gonna... 1 second, I'm gonna reset the stream.
Okay.
I lagged out for a moment. There it is. Isn't that the Inquisition's job?
Due to the circumstances, I've decided to handle this case personally.
Well, since we've got you here, could we ask you some questions about what happened?
Can I assume that you're planning to defend this case? That would make you my opponent. What do I have to gain from helping you?
Right.
However, I would be willing to answer your questions, but only if you answer some of mine as well.
Oh, okay.
Minor internet problems, very often stuttering. I'll double check Streamlabs, make sure we're not dropping frames.
I've also been stuttering, but I attributed that to me rather than you.
Oh, awesome. I didn't realize I could do that. I could add like dropped frames into like the dashboard area. Okay.
Huh.
We haven't dropped any frames. Yeah.
Yeah.
What could she possibly want to ask you? Miss McCoy, it's my understanding that you were adopted. Would you happen to know who your birth parents are?
Hey, isn't that too personal of a question?
You agreed to answer my questions, didn't you?
But I didn't think you meant...
It's fine, Tyrion. I'm fine with answering if it helps Wallace. No, you're fucking not. I don't know who my birth parents are. I've never tried looking for them. I see. if I recall correctly, your spell compendium only contained one spell. Considering your upbringing, how did you learn Mage Blade in the first place? I bought a scroll from a merchant a few years ago. It had Mage Blade's spell formula on it. But I know more than one spell now. I actually just learned a few new spells today. I'm sorry, spells? As in plural? How long did it take you to learn these spells? A few hours, I think. She learned multiple spell formulas within a few hours? What was that just now? I see. Well, I think that's all I need to ask for now. Okay. She's sharing information about the investigation for that? Why is she so interested in Celeste all of a sudden? Ugh, I can't take it anymore. That smell is driving me crazy. What is that? From what I understand, there was a bit of an accident a few days ago. It happened during one of the classes that the headmaster was teaching. He misread the instructions for an alchemy experiment, and as one does, he accidentally produced this rancid-smelling vapor.
Vapor? It's not poisonous, is it?
Tyrion's that guy, isn't he?
What? Which guy?
The kind of guy who, like, spells everything the British way because he proclaims it's superior.
So you.
No, that's mostly Avery. There's only one thing I do that with, and that's tire. Because it
Why
doesn't...
the fuck do you spell tire the British way?
Because I watch too much Formula 1, okay?
The fuck?
That's like the only thing I do the British way, though. Of course not. I wouldn't be standing here if it were.
I would assume that perhaps the writers for Tyrion and Arya are different.
I guess. It kind of makes sense, though. You would want, like... Honestly, if you had a bunch of characters and you, like, had a bunch of people writing for it, you would want, like assign, like, kind of specific writers for, like,
especially
specific
since
major characters.
It helps them stay in character, and it can also make interactions between these characters just that much more realistic.
Exactly.
If it's not the same person writing them, right? That's what I'd guess anyway. That the narration and Tyrion are done by one person, and the writer for Arya is done by someone else.
Yeah. Wonder if any spells were
Anyway,
used for purposes of investigation? Probably.
I had a joke about the rancid odor, but you know, just like it happens in science class, you know, you start mixing something and all of a sudden it starts producing this rancid odor.
Yeah. And I also suddenly feel very sleepy. I don't know why. I don't know which way you spell stuff. You spell stuff like somebody who's
mostly...
like English as an extra language, like not your native language, because there are ways like
I want to say
you, like
that
which actually which is spelled like WHICH. But the way you spell it is like very natural to somebody who isn't like a native English speaker.
I think that Cake was talking about whether they spell things in British English or American English.
I know what they meant, but like it like just observation.
What you said was not an answer. Anyway, we don't have time.
They probably learned it the British way. It's closer.
Spell color for us, Cake.
Yes. Yeah, Cake, spell color. Foul classroom smell. Weeks ago,
a headmaster performed an alchemy experiment incorrectly in Lecture Hall 2B. The resulting chemical reaction produced a rancid yet harmless vapor that still lingers in the room. Spelling British, my phone corrects to American. That's honestly the most American thing I've ever heard.
Just change your phone's language to.
Color is British with
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Color with you is a British.
Color.
Color. Do you know what happened here, Steelwind?
Your Dutch is
Well,
worse.
it all began when I was 5.
It all started when I was born. Sucked. Well, it all began when the City Watch received a call from the Academy. Supposedly, there was an attack on campus grounds and the entire building was put on lockdown. City Watch set up a perimeter around the building while they waited for the system to deactivate.
Wait, so... Sorry, I was reading, but I must not have been reading because I did not catch any of that.
Okay.
Thank you. So, City Watch received a call from the Academy.
Yes.
There's an attack on campus grounds, put on lockdown, so City Watch... Okay, so basically...
Something happened. City Watch arrived, school was still on lockdown, and they waited for the system to deactivate.
Okay, so basically, like, Academy discovers murder, puts on lockdown, then City Watch is notified, they set up a perimeter, is basically what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I also didn't read Tyrion's line. Thank you. What, couldn't the Academy have let them in once the scene was secure?
I'm not sure about the specifics, but supposedly the lockdown can't be shut down manually. You'll have to ask one of the Academy's admins if you want to know more. Anyways, you two were also present during the lockdown, am I correct? Did either of you see anything suspicious? No, but we actually met the professor that morning. She was still alive then.
I mean, yeah.
No.
That's normally how murder works.
We met the professor that morning. But she was already dead by then. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh?
Interesting. Okay. Necromancy seems to be an interesting theme here. I wonder.
Oh.
I wonder. We were making a joke, but now I wonder.
When the joke stops being a joke and becomes a plot point.
when you accidentally make a joke and predict the entire case.
I feel like we've done that with Edgeworth.
Definitely have. I see. That does match with the accounts from our other witnesses.
I was gonna say, you know, people are normally alive before a murder.
Typically.
Typically.
Do you have any idea where she went after she left the library? The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If you have an issue with that, then take it up with him.
I'll have you know that I was on my way to do just that. She said that she's going to meet with the headmaster.
He also mentioned that when I questioned him. She attended the meeting as planned. The headmaster met with Bellwether. You'll probably want to speak with him next. She must have found her way into this classroom afterward.
Would you happen to have a map of the academy?
I do. I have extra copies if you'd like one.
Man, it's refreshing to have a prosecutor that isn't, like, outright hostile.
It is. I do like the Clefairy Gavins of the world.
Yes. And later Edgeworth, but not early.
Yeah. What is it?
There's only one direct path from the headmaster's office to this lecture hall. But I wonder if she took any detours. Map of the Imperial Academy. Displays the general area where Catherine Bellwether was seen that day.
I'm actually going to take a closer look at it because it was a little obscured. Okay,
So headmaster's office is there. You'd have to go through... So basically, started at the library, went right to the headmaster's office, then back down into 2B, which is at the end of the left hallway.
Yes. She must have stopped by the kitchen.
Honestly, me too.
Same. I haven't eaten today. Jesus Christ. shout out to this not being Ace Attorney, where you only have 4 slots for this stuff. And,
Yeah,
like,
right.
it'll occasionally just replace one.
This is the beauty of it being a computer game. Do you know how the body was discovered?
2 members of the kitchen staff spotted her collapsed inside this classroom. She did stop by the kitchen.
And they gave her something drugged!
They reported the situation to the campus admin while they attempted to save her life. But it was too late. The professor had already passed away by the time any healers arrived.
Those 2 staff members, who were they?
I believe their names were Valentina and Valerie Yanis?
I think that's an I.
I think so. So Yanis, or Yanis. They're apparently sisters. Orm was the one who collected their statements.
Did he notice anything off about their behavior?
From what he said, they had a few quirks, but nothing too suspicious. Of course, they're gonna be witnesses. They need to have quirks.
Wait. They're sisters, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
And?
No. Once again, I was reading, but not reading. Quirks?
If you pronounce it as
me
Jan, then that it would be a female English name, but yeah, Jan
What?
would be more. Jan is more male. It'd be.
Let me off the hook for reading, but not reading, because it's 11:40 p.m.
Jan is. That would be kind of similar to like English name John, I guess. It's similar in how it's pronounced, but so I don't know.
Well, Jan is also short for Janet,
Usually,
too. Usually.
child Jan. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Like juniors. He told me they were running and spinning around him during questioning.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Perhaps they were still on edge after finding their coworker murdered.
I mean, honestly,
I think he means that. Girl, I think you're taking him too figuratively. I think he meant it literally. You'll definitely want to speak with those staff members.
honestly though, seeing a dead body is probably pretty damn traumatic.
Yeah, most likely.
Anyway, the body was discovered in Lecture Hall 2B by Valentina and Valerie Yanis, 2 members of the kitchen staff. According to Commander Orm White, they were being hyperactive during questioning. We've already told the Inquisition this, but Wallace was with us the entire time. He couldn't have committed the murder.
Yeah, he has a perfect alibi. Strong, maybe, but his alibi is far from perfect. Miss McCoy herself told us that. There was a small time period when she wasn't with him.
What?
Right. It was when I came to check on you after I knocked over that shelf. Oh, wait, no, wait. After you knocked over that shelf. Somehow I read that as an I. But weird.
Ah,
I got a little lost on my way back to Wallace. But still, we only lost each other for a few minutes. That may be, but unless his alibi is airtight, the evidence in this room proves that it was him.
what do you mean?
It will be easier to explain once you examine it yourself. Okay. Oh, Tyrion, I almost forgot. Since this is our first official case together, I wanted to show you something that I learned.
Okay, what is it?
Perio Arcanum.
Well, I wanted to voice act the game, but okay.
I can't say objections, so deal with it.
Fair enough.
What was that?
That is the incantation for the Detect Magic spell.
Detect magic. Wait, does that mean...
Yep, we can see magical traces while we're examining crime scenes now.
Your bodyguard, Celeste, can now cast the Detect Magic spell. While examining a location, press the Detect Magic button to make magical traces visible. If there are any magical traces at your location, you'll see a colored overlay.
You did call it. You did do that. Okay.
Repario Arcanum.
No? There's a green splotch?
Trace of illusion magic next to the body. We believe that the suspect donned an illusory disguise immediately after murdering the victim. Using his disguise, he discreetly made his way back to the library unnoticed. Assuming that Wallace isn't the murderer, the real killer must have used a similar disguise, which means that no one would have seen them leave this classroom. It'd be harder to find any witnesses that saw the perpetrator.
Okay.
What?
What's wrong?
There's a trace of necromancy on the body.
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Necromancy?
Isn't necromancy...
So that joke, huh?
That joke.
So that joke, huh?
That joke. Isn't necromancy the type of magic that creates undead? She's not just going to get up and walk away, right? We're honestly not sure. That's part of the reason why I've stationed myself here.
What does that have to do with Wallace?
Oh, you didn't know? Wallace Nightgrave is a necromancer. He's a what? We believe that he drained her life force completely using a necromancy spell. That's why there are no visible wounds. Here's the autopsy report. It will tell you everything that you need to know.
Like, honestly, having a prosecutor that's actually, like, you know, compliant, maybe not entirely friendly, but, like, you know, having a
sharing
one-to-one
information.
deal. Yeah.
Because, like, sharing the raw facts.
It's so nice. Makes things go so much easier.
Yeah.
Anyway, died at 2:01 p.m. Body shows no signs of cuts or bruising. The alchemist report has verified the death was not caused by poison or disease. Body shows traces of necromancy and illusion magic. Cause of death is not apparent, but very likely caused by necromancy magic.
But in the modern day, even the Inquisition doesn't commonly deal with necromancy. They're all on edge about what other spells he might have used. So, I'm here to make sure that nothing unholy happens to the body. I can't believe it. You've heard stories of necromancers before, but why would Wallace be studying something like that?
But even if Wallace is a necromancer, aren't there plenty of other mages who can cast necromancy spells? This is an academy for mages, after all.
No, there are no laws against it, but the knowledge required to learn necromancy is heavily controlled. No one in their right mind would dare teach necromancy beyond basic healing magic. Frankly, I'm surprised even one student at this school was allowed to learn it. I can see why. Because of this specific piece of evidence, we know that he's the murderer. But it's still too convenient. That's the first time you've seen a thought from Steelwind. No, it's not. What about earlier?
We don't have
you
that.
can see thoughts from people who are stressed or excited. You doubt that Miss Steelwind is excited, so is something causing her to be stressed?
Is there something you're not telling us, Steelwind? Because something tells me that this case isn't as straightforward as you claim it is.
If you truly believe that, then why don't you prove it? Yeah, I can't see any more thoughts from her. She must be subconsciously
Perfect
guarding her
gaslighting.
mind now. But she's clearly hiding something.
If you, unclick that, then we can examine you then. I'm just jamming to this music, dude. It's so good. The lecture hall has a window with a view.
I feel like I'd just stare outside all day if I had to attend class here.
You're not much of a student, are you?
Ugh, I just can't spend hours sitting in one place. I need to move around. She was pretty antsy while you were studying in the library earlier. How have you learned so many spells if you're so distractible? I don't know. I just learned the spell formula and cast stuff. I see. Is that not normal?
Probably not.
I don't think it is.
It's a painting of some sort of musician.
Why does he look like Waluigi? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, I just didn't see it until you pointed it out. It's a painting of some sort of musician.
Wah.
There's some text written below it.
Wah. Oh.
Dr. Nicholas Gosu, inventor of the arcane engine. His work revolutionized trade and travel across the seas. He was well known for not discriminating between the common folk and the nobility, judging his assistants based purely on their merit. When he wasn't conducting research within the Imperial Academy, he was known to compose symphonies for the king in his free time.
Looks like he was a man of many talents.
Wah.
Wah.
I wonder if some of the portraits and stuff are like backer things.
Oh, maybe.
They must be, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's still cool though how well integrated into the lore it is.
Yeah.
I do love Kickstarters that do little things like that. Like it's not just
make Waluigi one of the most important figures in this kingdom's history.
That too. But you know how a lot of Kickstarter things, and for good reason too, have a really expensive perk being insert yourself or your favorite character into a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But games that go one step above and actually create lore for them, and actually carve out some place in this world's history for them, is incredible.
Yeah.
This must be where the students sit during lectures.
I can't
almost said
imagine
shit.
sitting in one place all day.
I almost said shit. This must be where the students shit during lecture.
Look, when you have to go, you have to go.
Before?
No, we never had a proper school in Cornhaven. I mainly got my education from books that my parents bought from traveling merchants. What about you?
I used to attend a public school in my hometown. After Miss Demora adopted me, she handled my education personally.
Hi, Sieg. It's going well. We've
We've done a
started
whole lot of
streaming,
nothing, and then there was a
nearly 2
murder.
hours ago. We've only been playing the game for an hour and a half, and we've gone on
just got to the
multiple
murder.
tangents. We found Waluigi,
We just
though.
got to the murder.
We found Waluigi.
We found Waluigi.
He
but we just got to
revolutionized-
the murder.
Waluigi revolutionized trade in Wyvern Guard. And he was also a fantastic composer of symphonies. Waluigi.
Yeah, he composed symphonies for the king. Wah.
Wah. Hang on. I'm gonna post a YouTube link.
Uh-oh. If it's not Carol of the Wah, I'm not listening. Glad to hear that Waluigi is finding himself. You sending that to me? You are sending that to me.
I need to
Oh, no,
try and
you're not.
find... Here we go. There it won't autoplay. Okay. Here's a symphony.
I swear to God, if this is what I think it is... Of course it's Bitfinity. Bitfinity does such good Waluigi stuff. Have you heard Carol of the Wah?
I haven't.
Okay, it's another one from Matthew Toronto.
Okay.
Got
I'll
Matthew-
look at
all,
it.
Yeah, all of Matthew Toronto's tangent, but Matthew Toronto did Brawl in the Family, which is a comic that is very near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I grew up with Brawl in the Family. And so sometimes he occasionally uploads like new Nintendo like music videos, basically, and that's one of them. Which I'm glad to see that he's still doing strong. Actually, like about 2 months ago-ish, I think, he started a Kickstarter for the Brawl in the Family Complete Collection, which is a hardcover book with all 600 comics, plus some extras tacked on. Like all in one huge thing. So if you are interested in reading it, because I think the original website is about to go down, just because it's been like over 10 years without an update. I think it ended in 2012. So if you are interested in reading it, go check that Kickstarter out and see if you can't get yourself a copy. I think one of the lower ends is you don't get like the hardcover book, but you do get the full PDF of it, which is still exceptional. And I would highly recommend you give it a read if you love anything related to Nintendo or songs or music. It's so good. Anyway, make sure that you support your favorite artists or comic makers or whatever while you still have the chance before their comics end. That's basically the moral of the story.
Let's see. Oh, wait. Huh. Interesting. Thought it was gonna be... Well, I'm pulling up.
This is
and
another.
see what happens.
This is another Matthew Toronto one.
It is.
I can just tell by the art. No, there is
Go on.
Sorry, there was one that isn't done by Matthew Toronto, where it's literally just I think it's Waluigi sings Africa by Toto. It's so good.
Only stream
'Cause I
follow
think-
that's
or-
live right now. Yeah, no. When I pulled it up this morning, no one I was following is live.
Ah, fuck! I just emptied my glass. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Yeah, well, because we're streaming in like the ungodly hours in the morning for most people, so,
Yeah, I mean,
and ungodly hours of night for me.
yeah, we start at like 8 a.m. Eastern.
If you want me to drown myself, you can. I
have
would
to do all the voices.
not suggest it. Yeah, have fun with that. Alright, I'm gonna be missing story beats though. I'm gonna go grab some water.
Okay. 21,000. Yeah. So an Ace Attorney defendant. Your Honor, she was just doing a little trolling. I guess while waiting for Noah to come back, I'll... No, that's title screen. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. I guess we may as well save.
I am back. I was right. It was Waluigi Sings Africa.
Only 2,000 gasoline. We've gotta figure out something else to add, like near the top of the list for like channel point rewards. Because I did remove the face
Top?
reveals because somebody, me, got a little
Reasons.
self-conscious
Reasons.
about it.
Because reasons. I mean, what else could we do? I guess this can be a discussion for later.
Yeah, probably.
Well, since this is gonna involve a lot of brainstorming. I also didn't drink yet. I'll do that now.
PNG tuber. You know?
I actually know software. That you can do that for. The only issue is that you need to make one for me too.
No, we would just need like a we need like a Fugi for you.
I'm fine with PNG Tuber, but I need to be included too. Arya can't get all the good bits.
I mean, ooh, Cake. I might need to DM you later about that, because I'm sure,
Anyway,
I like if I familiarize myself with like some of the software and like how it works, I might need to DM you later. And I may
personally.
I like, and like for an actual PNG tuber, I'm not a like. You're not getting away with doing that for free.
Absolutely not.
You're not getting
But
away with
also-
making PNG tubers for us for free. That's not gonna
Also,
happen.
Arya,
We're gonna
that's-
pay you.
Arya, that's probably gonna be a discussion for off stream.
Yes, it'll be an off-stream discussion, but you know,
So
just
we'll figure
just-
that out on our end. But just know that if we do request you to make something, we are going to pay you.
yes,
That is final.
fun time, Freddy
You
and
will- you-
Bon Bon.
You will take our money.
You've made too much free stuff for us. Oh, they have books here too.
And they appear to be textbooks about alchemy.
Aw, lame.
I mean, we've been
The
ignoring the
threat-
elephant in the room.
The threat of money.
You will take our money.
Can't believe the professor is dead. We just saw her this morning.
There's a chalk outline around where her body was. It appears that most of this blood came from her abdomen.
Doesn't
But
that...
weren't there no
Wait,
visible wounds?
yeah.
No signs of cuts or bruising.
But then how do blood end up outside the body?
How blood exit body if no body exit?
Okay, wait. Threads connecting. Necromancy is
Okay.
also used for healing magic, right?
Yeah.
Would that close up wounds?
Oh.
Interesting
Oh.
thought.
So then there's still a possibility that necromancy was used to kill, or it could be illusion.
Or it could be illusion. Or it could have just been a stabber.
It could have just been a non-magical knife. You are right about that. And is that where the fatal wound was? There's a lot of blood in this puddle, but there's no trail leading to it. And there aren't any magical traces anywhere else in the room. I doubt the murderer used magic to clean it.
Does that mean that the murderer attacked her in this room?
Maybe, but it's hard to say for certain. There's a pool of blood where Catherine Bellwether's body was. Location implies that she bled from her abdominal area.
But that doesn't match up with what we know.
Well, I'm sure we'll find the reason eventually. As a mage from a noble house, you must have gone to school here. Did you know Catherine Bellwether while you were here?
Unfortunately, I did. I constantly clashed with her over her treatment of the students. One of my biggest regrets is failing to remove her from her position before I graduated. Sounds like many people didn't get along with the professor. I would say more, but it doesn't feel right to speak ill of the dead.
What do you think about this, Miss Steerland?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't say much about that. One day.
Eventually. One day.
Okay. I'm guessing this will probably... Oh wait, I can present profiles as well. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Present your own profile? Oh shit, there's actual dialogue
to see
for
you
it.
conducting the investigation, Steelwind. Why don't you leave things to Commander White?
Please, I can barely trust that oaf to make me coffee. After last time, I feel much more confident overseeing the investigation myself. But the Inquisition doesn't seem to be helping her at all. All they're doing is standing guard while she does all of the work.
Sounds like Edgeworth.
Sounds like cops.
Fair enough.
I wasn't expecting to meet you here, Mr. Cuthbert. The Imperial Academy isn't exactly open to outsiders.
Mr. Moore used her connections to get us access to the Imperial Library.
I see.
We originally came here to do some research. Something ironic in me. I never expected to get wrapped up in another homicide.
What kind of research were you doing? Don't bother asking, he won't tell you. You seem very interested in... I'm glad to see you under less dire circumstances, Miss McCoy. Are you accompanying Mr. Cuthbert on his investigation? Yeah, I'm working as Tyrion's bodyguard now. I see. Well, you certainly have the credentials for it. Although, I'm surprised he's able to afford your services.
What's that supposed to mean?
Poor. You're poor. You're poor.
Poor.
Put the fries in the bag. But work like this does appear to be below Miss McCoy's pay grade. Yeah, I was surprised too. But Ruby pays me a lot to protect this guy. Ah, Ruby Tomorrow's paying you. I suppose that makes more sense. Poor.
Poor. Man, I relate with Tyrion more and more every day.
Can't comment on the suspect. Oh, that's just the same. That makes sense. Surely she has something to say about... No. Dang, you are tired. You're just whistling. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm whistling along. I'm whistling along to her theme. There's a difference.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, if we,
Huh, weird. If you right-click on it, it still makes the noise as though you clicked on it, but it doesn't advance.
Interesting.
Repario Arcanum.
So yeah, just those two there.
Yep, no more magical traces. So, we've got a couple places we can move.
Yeah, I guess let's start with the kitchen.
Fair enough. I was gonna say barracks so we can, like, get official approval to be a lawyer, but...
Doesn't matter.
Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. Hello? Is anyone there?
It looks like there's no one here right now. Maybe we should check somewhere else.
Got him. Got him.
I guess we'll head out to the foyer. Oh yeah, that's just where you can go to...
We can examine the Sylvain statue.
True.
It's a statue. There's some writing on the platform it's on. Gillian Chemnitz, the inventor of the early artificery.
So this is the one who invented it. Who'd have thought we could use... Ugh. Wow, okay. I'm having a stroke.
Nice.
Who'd have thought that we
Nice.
could use machines to harness magical energy?
Artifice is truly a marvelous invention. With it, anyone can utilize the convenience of magic without having noble blood.
Although, the expense of owning artificery present their own barrier. Of course that they do. But that expression on his statue, it kind of looks like he doesn't want to be here even though his statue is huge. He does give off that attitude, doesn't he?
It's a painting of a man with some sort of creature on his arm. There's some text under it. Dr. Delbert Taforos, a mage, historian, archaeologist, anthropologist, and botanist. Best known for his work in studying the history of the ancient dragons. Through his work, great leaps were made in the study and development of the School of Evocation. On his arm is one of the last pseudo-dragons, which have now gone extinct.
No! That's sad.
Well, I'll drink
Wait.
to that.
Drink.
It's a painting of a professor with some kind of magical tool. There's some text under it. Dr. Paul Varela, also known as the Archaeologist of the North. He spent many years studying and exploring the mountainous regions of Shardalon. And through his investigation, he came upon one of the many layers of the Scaled Lord. He was honored both by the Church and the Wyvern Historical Society for this impressive discovery.
Definitely OCZ. Yeah.
Repario Arcanum.
It's fun that you can just use that anywhere. Follow the map that Steelwind gave you, and you arrive at the headmaster's office.
That was you, right?
Is this the same guy? I guess so.
I thought.
Hello there. I wasn't expecting guests today.
Sorry for coming unannounced. You must be...
My name is Theodore Redmond. I'm the headmaster of the Wyvern Imperial Academy.
Man, his occupation really is headmaster.
That'll never be of use outside of a crime scene. Surely not. And judging from
Surely
your
not.
appearance, you must be the protege of Ruby Tamara. To what do I owe the pleasure? They must be here to investigate the murder.
Eris? I thought you went to see Wallace.
Unfortunately, the Inquisition is questioning him right now. They aren't allowing visitors. You must be so scared right now. Oh, cheap viewers on streamboo.com?
Hell yeah, remove the space.
Remove the space. Oh, they send that so that, like, with the space so that, like, they can get around, like, link blocking.
Yes. Yes.
Ew.
Sorry, unstable Duchess. Cake. Ban 'em.
Mods, get its ass.
The streamers calling for their mods is the same energy as kings calling for their guards.
Guards, seize them.
Guards!
Throw them in the dungeon. Mods YBS. I mean, technically,
I am
Noah's
technically
technically
a
a
mod,
mod
yeah.
as well. Technically, I'm the streamer, so Noah's a mod and you're a mod. And when Noah's streaming, Noah's the streamer and I'm a mod.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. Must be so scared right now. I hope he's okay. Right, she had the same experience not too long ago. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. This is terrible. To think that one of my prized students would be accused of murder. Not that... It's not terrible
Technically
that
busy
Bellwether died. It's terrible that one of your students is accused of it.
I mean, Bellwether probably had pension at this point, right?
Yeah, she was tenured. She could get away with anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I am very busy with commentary. We heard your voice on the intercom when the lockdown happened. Are you the one who triggered it?
Yes, I activated it when I received a call
It
from
would
one
be-
of the staff.
It would be very funny if I said I'm very busy with commentary and then proceeded to not say Tyrion's lines for the next like 2 minutes.
Testing. Hi, Sieg.
Hey Sieg, you're back.
Welcome back.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
Your messages were being needed.
weird.
It's a shame that we never get to see your witty messages.
Me now hovering over the timeout button. But wouldn't it be funny if...
Unless.
A hiccup, probably.
Twitch
Twi-
might
tw-
also just be having some problems. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it also Twitch.
Twitch is kind of shitty.
They reported that Professor Bellwether had been attacked.
Give the command, Your Highness. The headmaster activated Academy's lockdown system in response to receiving a call from security. This call reported that Catherine Bellwether had been fatally wounded. How does the lockdown system work?
It's an artificery network that covers the entire academy. In the event of an emergency, I can activate it using this stone. Headmaster pulls out a glowing stone from his desk. You can hear the hum of magical energy emanating from it. Once activated, the system creates magical barriers throughout the building. It's designed to contain and protect each room in the building.
Could powerful mage breach any of these barriers?
I doubt it. Barriers can withstand a great amount of force. They even block mages from teleporting through them. And once activated, even I can't turn it off for an hour.
The Academy's lockdown system is a system of artificery that covers the entire Academy building. Once activated, it creates magical barriers that isolate and protect each room in the building. These barriers can't be breached with mystical or physical force. They also block mages from teleporting through them. What can you tell me about Wallace? Earlier you said that he was one of your prized students. I just need to understand. Why did the prosecutor say that he was a necromancer?
Because technically, he is one. What? But why would he study something like that? Necromancy is probably one of the most dangerous and most scrutinized schools of magic. Its image has long been tainted by stories of dark wizards raising armies of the undead.
I mean, yeah, that's normally what you think of when you hear necromancer.
However, it doesn't just control the forces of death, it also controls the forces of life.
Forces of life.
The truth is that healing magic is also classified as necromancy. Most healers don't care to admit it because of the stigma it has. But that's why Wallace is studying it. He wants to become a doctor. But there are plenty of mages who know healing magic. Why is Wallace being singled out? For years he's been studying necromancy beyond basic healing magic. He believes that high-level necromancy could revolutionize modern medicine. Unfortunately, many among the faculty don't see it that way.
Wait a sec, you're telling me they aren't just people who like necks?
No, they aren't. They don't romance necks. It's like the same. It's the same as like pyromancers. They don't actually just like take pies to out on romantic dinners. They cast fire spells.
We call that a fetish. Anyway.
Wallace doesn't hail from a noble house. He's a mage that was born among common folk. He's like me. Many of the faculty fear that he'll use his knowledge to raise armies of undead, just like the necromancers of old. The Imperial Academy isn't even permitted to teach it to students beyond basic healing magic.
Then why did you allow him to study it?
After everything that has happened to him, I made an exception.
Everything that has happened to him.
I'm not at liberty to say more. You'll have to ask him if you wish to know more. If you plan on defending Wallace, you'll need a spell compendium, am I correct?
Yes, having a client's compendium is instrumental to acquitting them.
You may find that a bit difficult. You see, after a certain incident, he destroyed his compendium.
What? Why would he do that? Doesn't he need that to use magic?
A spell compendium is a device mages use to keep track of what spells they can cast. It's really convenient for remembering the formulas and incantations of your spells, but it's not actually required to use magic. I thought of destroying mine a long time ago, but they're really expensive. Luckily, I have an unattuned spell compendium right here. I'd be more than happy to give it to you if it helps Wallace.
Oh, thanks.
Wallace just needs to maintain physical contact with it for 10 minutes. After that, the compendium will attune to his magic. Just make sure that you don't let another mage like Celeste hold it. Once it attunes to a mage, no one else can use it.
An unattuned spell compendium. If a mage keeps this on their person for 10 minutes, it will attune to their magic and display what spells they can cast. Once it attunes to a person, it can't attune to anyone else.
Wait, then how did... Wonderful. I just hope you can persuade Wallace to attune to it. Interesting.
Interesting. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether?
Everything except happy.
Those are a range of emotions.
She makes me sad, angry, and afraid.
That's exactly how I feel about some of my high school teachers.
Wow, that was a whole mess of emotions. She was rather unpleasant to work with.
Can you think of any enemies she might have had?
It
Besides
might be
maybe
easier.
the whole school?
Oh. You might as well list everyone who attended this school. Like, I was gonna say, it'd probably be easier to make a list of people who didn't hate her. I'm done. I'm done. I haven't written anything. I'm done, though. Eris. It's best to be blunt with these sort of things. As you saw this morning, she had a pretty abrasive attitude toward the students. Many people in this school did not care for her.
Maybe she wasn't the nicest person. But would that really be enough to motivate someone to murder her?
She'd often target and harass students, especially those who were from the common folk. She even made a habit of expelling those students for minor infractions. For commoners, magic can be our ticket out of poverty. Can't imagine how it'd feel to have that opportunity unfairly taken from you. She put so much pressure on those students. Some of them even left the academy of their own volition. They couldn't handle her constant verbal abuse. Even then, would that really be enough motive to commit murder? Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd probably.
Yeah? If that's your one ticket out and she ripped it away from you, yeah, that would be enough. Human psyche is a fragile thing. It's astounding what someone might do when pushed far enough.
What about her relationship with the faculty?
In some cases, it was worse than it was with the students. She often treated the staff like her personal servants. I received many complaints from them about her behavior. Sorry if this sounds rude, but why didn't you just fire her if she was such a big problem? She's used her position to curry favor with the noble houses over the years. As you can imagine, the Academy's board is controlled by the nobility. If I ever tried to remove her, they would probably support her over me.
Catherine Bellwether had a tense relation with just about everyone in the Academy. She had a history of bullying students from the common folk and mistreating the Academy staff. For several years, she used her position to curry favor with the noble houses.
Bombotron, you missed it, but I think you weren't here then yet. But like after her appearance, I said what a bitch, and then Celeste immediately said the same thing after.
And then said, what? We were all thinking it.
Yeah. The meeting.
I heard that you had a meeting scheduled with Professor Bellwether this morning. What time was this, and when did the meeting end?
Our meeting was scheduled for noon. She arrived on time, and our meeting lasted until 1 p.m.
Did anything seem off about her to you?
No, she seemed to be her usual self.
Fear.
Okay.
Fear.
Okay. But...
But
is
what?
he feeling that fear because she was her usual self? Or because she was not and he's hiding something? Because both are equally valid options. You detect a trace of fear. Or is it nervousness?
Okay. I was going to tell you to hold there. I was going to drop the bomb. Don't worry
okay.
about it.
Hang on.
It'll happen. No. It'll happen next time. It'll happen next time.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the purpose of your meeting?
We met to discuss routine administrative matters. Despite our personal disagreements, we knew to stay civil when discussing professional affairs.
Here. You know the sad face right there?
Yeah? Yeah? I think I see where you're going with it.
You know, when it's not filled in with blue,
Yeah?
you fill it in with like, you know, yellow
White?
for happy. You get something very different.
But to be perfectly honest, it did always feel like I was treading on eggshells when speaking with her.
Then you say civil when discussing professional affairs. Okay. But you were her superior, weren't you? Didn't she respect your authority?
We had many arguments about how I was managing the academy, and she was very vocal about her distaste for the common folk students. She was difficult, to say the least.
It's a small table for guests. Is that wine?
No, actually, it's just apple juice. Most of my guests are students, after all.
Makes sense.
I mean, apple juice is good.
There's a fireplace with some burning wood. Looks pretty cozy.
Repario Arcanum.
Okay, it was worth a look.
Damn, no magic. It's a painting of someone. He looks like some sort of professor.
That's Professor Lucas Gilbert. He was an instructor here many decades ago. He was well beloved by the students here, and he was quite the accomplished scholar. And this was all despite him lacking the ability to use magic. He studied magic without actually being able to use it? Yes, he was quite remarkable. Unfortunately, we lost him to illness very early in his life.
The terminally ill genius. And there's a window with a view of a garden. The headmaster has a nice view from up here. It's a painting of a mage, but he doesn't quite look like a noble.
Oh, that's Jason Steelwind. One of the chosen mages of the Scaled Lord. Ooh, Steelwind.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Steelwind. As in... Yes, he's the earliest recorded ancestor of House Steelwind. Legends say the Scaled Lord bestowed his power upon him and his allies to create the first mages. Wow. It's hard to even tell that he and the prosecutor belong to the same bloodline.
I was thinking that.
As with all the noble houses, House Steelwind had quite humble beginnings. If only they'd remember where they came from. Okay,
How long have you been headmaster of the Imperial Academy, Mr. Redmond?
For as long as I can remember, I've dedicated my life to nurturing the knowledge and growth of young mages. And I hope to do so for many more years.
Anger
Do you?
and fear.
Do you, though?
Anger and fear.
I don't think so. His emotions don't match with what he's saying. So... he hates this job.
Probably, actually. Right? Because like anger of wanting to get the fuck out of there, but like he's also probably in a very cushy position.
Yeah.
I mean, like if I left that job, then
Okay, yeah, that's just the same as talking about it.
I love how I do like how it brings up that dialogue option if you present it.
Yeah. So I'm assuming.
Badge.
True.
What can you tell me about this, Mr. Edmund?
My apologies. I've learned a lot in my years, but I can't say much about that.
Damn.
Okay.
The Imperial Academy is actually quite big when I look at it.
Well, of course. We are the primary source of magical education for mages throughout the kingdom. As you may well know, most of the mages enrolled here are of the nobility. They can even cast strokes at any given moment. Their families have invested a lot into our facilities. Oh yeah, he performed this.
Yes. Steelman told us that you had a bit of a mishap in Lecture Hall 2B.
Yes. I was filling in for the alchemy instructor when I accidentally misread the instructions she left. I'm quite embarrassed to admit that my old age is catching up with me. I'm like, he's 88 years old. He's a miracle.
He's 28 years dead, basically. Maybe necromancy was the one that brought him back instead.
Really? He can't say anything about the constructs? Interesting. Is there anybody else? Did you know Eris is one of our top students in the study of illusion magic? Thank you, Headmaster. I appreciate your praise.
Why do you study illusion magic, Eris?
Oh, no particular reason. I just happen to have an affinity for it. It's also quite enjoyable to use my magic to deceive people.
I mean, fair. If I could cast invisibility, the amount of, like, bullshit...
I'm sorry that your first visit to the Academy ended so tragically, Mr. Cuthbert.
Not even, like, anything evil either. Like, if I could make someone, like, think that I'm just, like, voices... that would be so fucking fun.
If I had invisibility magic, I would, like... just start moving furniture around when people are in the room.
Oh, Sieg, were you there when, during last time? There were a whole bunch of flags about Eris. Whole bunch of them.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. There's no need to apologize. No one could have guessed that today would turn out like this.
Nevertheless, I hope you found our resources useful for your research. Unfortunately, your research left you with even more questions about the Eye of Horus.
So Tyrion basically had a nightmare where someone who very greatly resembles Eris, basically found him, and then he woke up in a cold sweat.
Yeah, he dreamt
And
about a
said,
woman
like-
and woke up in a cold sweat.
And the woman was waiting for him.
Yeah, he dreamt about a woman. Like, that's kind of the... That's the basics of the situation. He dreamt about a woman, and it made him feel
He dreamt
things.
about a woman. Well, he dreamt about a woman. The woman said that she was waiting for him, and then, like, basically jump scared us. And then he woke up in a cold sweat. And then we meet, in the act later, we meet a woman who looks exactly like woman. Sieg.
It's Arya
Sieg,
now.
It's Arya now. Sieg can be trusted with this, though.
Yeah.
Sieg's a good guy. Uh, formerly David, now Arya. The same thing that happened with Maddie.
The same thing that happened. It's like,
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. It's just a funny way to put it.
Ah, shit, here we go again. But yeah, we've, in friend group that Sieg and I share, there's also, someone who has recently enough transitioned, so.
True. Funny enough, there's coming to be a point where just doing that is a crime. Nah, you're fine. It's. I mean, this is like only the third stream done since it's been a thing.
Not knowing isn't a crime. Doing it while knowing is.
Yes, exactly.
Have you met the prosecutor, Mr. Redmond?
I am already well acquainted with her. She was once a student here. We've not seen this guy happy once. Oh right.
Honestly, man does not seem happy with his job.
No. Oh right, she is a noble. Makes sense that she'd go to school here.
Mr. Moore,
Exactly, that's it. Be right there. Sorry, but the cafeteria is closed right now.
Actually, we're here to investigate the murder. We heard that 2 members of the kitchen staff discovered the body.
Oh, that would be me. I'm Valentin
I guess I would...
Giannis.
I'll take the other sister then.
Okay.
How about the other person? Do you know where they are right now?
Oh, that would be my sister, Valerie. But I think she's somewhere else on campus right now. If you're with those knights, we've already told them everything we know.
Don't try this at home. We're what you call experts.
No, boy.
Actually, we're investigating separately from them. I wanted to ask you some questions about what you saw.
Sure. I'm gonna have to remember those details again.
What did you see? To start, can you tell us how you and your sister discovered the body?
Right. My sister and I were walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the west exit. We spotted the professor in a nearby classroom. She was lying on the floor and bleeding. Yeah, that's...
The emotions check out.
Yeah. I used an emergency communication device to call for help. While I was doing that, my sister tried to wake her up.
Fear.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that would imply that Valerie thought that she could be resuscitated. Did she know if the professor was still alive or not?
Bumbotron, there was just a murder in here. I don't think I'd be concerned if anybody was happy.
Just like real life.
We're not sure, but she wasn't responding at all. She wasn't breathing and she didn't have a pulse.
That's when you start chest compressions. What do you know about the suspect in this case?
His name
is Wallace Knight.
Oh,
That's me.
I thought she was gonna answer
That's me.
immediately. My bad.
No.
It's early. I'm tired.
His name is Wallace Nightgrave. He's the student here.
He's that scary kid, right? The one that raises undead?
Those are just rumors. He would never do something like that.
But he studies necromancy, right?
Have you ever actually met him?
No, but I've heard the rumors. He's always hanging around the cemetery. I'm sure he's just biding his time, waiting his chance
Feels like a
for his
silly,
chance to
silly
raise an
quote.
army.
No one here is happy. Bumbo at a crime scene. Biding his time, waiting for a chance to raise an army, eh?
Can't be helped that people think of him that way. But you can't help but be a little annoyed on his behalf.
What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether?
Yep.
Checks out.
Yet another set of complicated emotions, but not happy. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. She was a horrible person. She was really terrible to all of us.
By all of us, do you mean the Academy staff?
Yeah, she always treated us like her personal servants. Sometimes she'd make messes on purpose, just so she could order us to clean it up. This probably sounds terrible, but I'm sure a lot of people are glad that she's gone. I just hope we can still keep our jobs. Interesting. Now, why would she be worried about that?
Did you ever feel like your job was at risk because of Bellwether?
Yes, actually. She was actually planning to fire all of the staff.
All of the staff?
That's crazy.
No way she's gonna like replace them with robots or something, right?
Oh, you know,
Too real,
though?
too real, too real,
Oh,
too real, too real, too real, too real.
Losing your jobs to automation, to AI.
to cockroaches. That can't be true, can it? The academy needs the staff to function.
Noah, I'm gonna be real with you. We're not making it to court today. We have 20 minutes. We haven't even talked to Wallace yet.
Let's at least get to an argument, please.
No. Talking. I'm not sure about the details. That's just what Jan told us.
Who's Jan?
He's one of the Academy's custodians. You can probably find him cleaning the halls if you look around. Okay. Let's go find him.
Wait. Badge.
Yep.
What can you tell me about this, Miss Giannis?
Sorry, I don't have much to say about that.
Damn it.
One day. Oh yeah, that's just where Arya is. Okay, there must still be other things we can do here.
What can you tell me?
No, that was
right. No. Yep. Who discovered the body?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
You know? Nope.
Maybe if we check the hallway again? Maybe examine?
Repario Arcanum.
You know what?
Oh. Celeste, this room was close to the crime scene. Could you cast Detect Magic and scan for magical traces?
Ooh.
That's an expression.
That's
an expression.
Sure. Did he just say scan for magical traces? I'll just get out of your way then. Wow, she just bolted out of the room. What was that about?
Repario Arcanum.
Very interesting. She knows she has magical traces on her.
That was the event we needed to trigger.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to examine the barrels, be my guest.
You want to get to an argument.
We're not making it to an argument.
You spot Valentine again. She's speaking to someone in a blue-collar uniform. Could he be the custodian that she mentioned? That's you! That's you. That's definitely you.
Is that me? Is that me now?
Oh, no. They're both you. Maybe. Because it's a question mark.
Jen, where have you been? You still haven't fixed the plumbing in the kitchen sinks. Ugh. Someone just died. Can't we take the day off for once? You're causing trouble for me and Valentina. Please be reasonable.
Wait, why is Valentina suddenly speaking in the third person?
Oh, hello.
Valentina?
Their expressions are different.
Yep.
Their expressions are different.
Yeah, you're
That's
the tired
great.
one.
Real to life. Oh, my apologies. I can see why you're confused. I'm not Valentina. I'm her sister, Valerie.
Are you trying to trick us or something? You look exactly the same. I remember reading about something like this before.
You two are identical twins, aren't you? You're both genetically identical to each other. Yes, we are.
Wait, this means that she was the one who discovered the body alongside Valentina.
Since we have you here, do you mind if I ask you some questions about what happened? I'm terribly sorry. But I've already spent a lot of time looking for Jan here. I'm really behind on my work, but Jan was also nearby when we discovered the body. I'm sure he can answer your questions.
Before you have a chance to object, Valerie quickly walks away.
Wait!
Do you want me to go after her? Pretty sure I can catch up to her.
No, we don't want to scare those two more than we already have.
Anyway, Valeria?
Yeah?
Literally unplayable. Said that Jan was around when the murder happened. Maybe he saw something. Jan Hughes.
Maybe it's actually Jan. Because janitor?
I mean, it could, but
Whatever. Jan, was it? Do you mind if we ask you some questions about what happened? I may be fucked, but... What's the quote? Hold on.
something about like being fucked, but like
I might be
getting
fucked, but
unfucked.
I'll be damned if I get fucked without trying to be unfucked.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, whatever. At least I have an excuse to take a break now. So, Jan, are you part of the staff here? Yep, I'm a janitor.
Should have pronounced it Yonitor.
I clean, and I do odd jobs here and there.
Oh, you know what? That's a fun double. That's a fun, like, double. It could be Jan as in janitor, but it could also be Jan as in yawn. That's
Huh.
a good call. Well, apparently that's all he has to say about that.
Valerie mentioned that you were close to Lecture Hall 2B before they found Bellwether. What were you doing when the twins discovered the body? I was cleaning the halls. Bellwether knocked over a vase, and there were shards and dirt everywhere. Wait, you saw the professor before the twins arrived?
Family member yawn.
Yeah, like I said, she broke the vase right in this hallway. Probably 20 to 30 minutes before the twins found the body. You might have been the last person to see her alive. Did you see where she went after breaking the vase? Yeah, I think she went in that room over there.
Jan points to the lecture hall that Bellwether was found in.
Did you see anyone else enter the lecture hall? I'm honestly not sure.
Thank you. Very helpful.
I was more worried about cleaning the mess she made. Well, did you notice anything off about her? She was in a pretty bad mood. Honestly, that's pretty normal for her. She was walking real slow. I didn't notice her at first, and she basically shoved me out of her way. After that, she knocked over that vase. I didn't even say anything after that, but she still yelled at me to be quiet. Did you see where she went after that? Not really. The only thing in that direction is Lecture Hall 2B. I can't imagine her going anywhere else. 30 minutes before the Giannis twins found the body, Bellwether walked past Jan in the in the West Wing hallway. He was in her path, so she shoved him out of her way. After that, she knocked over a vase and shattered it. Even though Jan didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him to be quiet. After this interaction, she walked into Lecture Hall 2B. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether? I've heard that she had a pretty bad relationship with the staff. She had a bad relationship with just about everyone. Students, the other teachers, I can't think of many people who actually did get along with her. I'm sure you had your own share of bad experiences with her. Yeah, she'd always yell at me when I was taking too long to get a job done. I hate to say it, but things are a lot more peaceful around here without her.
Yeah, this really just seems like somebody everyone is like kind of like
It's like, it's
Like-
probably like a Murder on the Orient Express type deal, isn't it? Everyone gets a stab in?
yeah. Everyone wishes they could have done it.
First we talk about Caesar, and now we talk about the exact opposite.
That's blunt to say the least. We can't exactly blame him for thinking that.
Valentina mentioned something interesting. Did you tell her that Bellwether was going to fire the academy staff? Yeah, I remember that. What made you think that she was going to do something like that? You know those arcane constructs. Fuck!
Yep. I
Bellwether
figured.
was the one that ordered them.
Oh yeah, they're so cool.
Well, a few weeks ago I overheard a meeting she was having with the headmaster. From what I heard, she was planning to order more constructs to entirely replace the staff.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure the headmaster rejected her proposal. I don't know. The way she was talking, it sounded like he didn't have a say in the matter. But only the headmaster would have the authority to fire the staff. Why would she be that confident? I don't know. All I know is she hated having common folk in the schools, even among the staff. It was really miffed that he was hiring common folk from the community center. Supposedly, Bellwether told the headmaster that she was planning to fire all the academy staff and replace them with arcane constructs. This plan was overheard by Yan Hughes a few weeks ago.
There is so many, like... Why are there so many Bellwether pictures?
Bellwether.
I don't want her around any more than necessary.
What can you tell me about this, Mr. Hughes? I don't know. That's not my department.
So true. It's not very helpful.
So, Jan, are you part of the staff here? Yep, I'm a janitor.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Are you friends with the Yana sisters? I wouldn't say we're friends exactly. You work together a lot. There's a lot of give and take among co-workers. Us commoners gotta stick together after all. After a while, we even made a system to warn each other about where Bellwether was.
Oh! Bellwether was kind of a menace here, wasn't she? I would kind of like to hear about that system, though.
I mean, ask about wellness, why not?
Yeah, no, nothing.
Not his department.
Well, I guess...
Let's get into an argument with Wallace.
Hey!
It's
Hey,
over.
buddy!
My life is over.
Hey, how you doing? You doing good?
Just roll up. Hey! Hey, Wallace!
There's my murder suspect.
Who are you? What do you want?
Wallace, it's Celeste and Tyrion. From the library, remember?
Oh, right.
How are you doing? Apparently, not well.
Please tell me you're gonna get me out of here. I keep telling them that I didn't do it. They still won't let me go. I'm sorry, Wallace. But they found traces of necromancy magic on the body. And because of that, they're gonna push your case to trial. What? Are they gonna execute me? This can't be happening. I can feel these walls closing in. I can't breathe. Please calm down. We know that you're innocent. With that said, would you let me represent you in court? Oh, right. You said that you were a lawyer. But I don't really have any money to pay you with. Don't worry about that. For now, let's just focus on getting you acquitted. What? Do they seriously want to help me? That's the first happy
Interesting.
Animate corpse reanimates the target using life energy, creating an undead minion for the duration. The minion follows the caster's orders, but its intelligence is limited and cannot speak. The minion can end the spell prematurely, but will only do so if ordered to by the caster. Once the spell is ended, the undead will return to being a dead body. Pulls all the life energy from the target, resulting in instant death. Blech. This spell does not wound the target, nor does it leave any physical evidence, but it still leaves a magical trace. Gesture, point, index finger. Imagine just like pointing, being like Blido, and then they fucking explode.
What an awful word for it.
Blido.
Yeah, it's just like Blighto, and you're dead.
With a finger point too.
Yes.
It's like fucking it's the objection finger point, but it's just Blido.
I understand the reason why he's studying this type of magic, but the spells in this compendium are still pretty gruesome. It's a little terrifying that spells like this even exist.
Sorry, I know I was being difficult. A long time ago, I showed my compendium to someone I trusted. After she saw my necromancy spells, she told everyone in the academy. That's also when Professor Bellwether started coming after me. I'm sorry, that must have been hard for you. But at least you had Eris. Yeah, I did.
Okay, it is 10 a.m. now. And that's kind of a hard cutoff, because I need to get ready for school, and I also have not eaten. 'Cause I have class at an hour. So what I'm gonna do, we'll save here, and we'll come back to this whenever we stream again at latest next week on Thursday.
Next week, Thursday.
At the latest.
At latest.
Maybe we'll find like more time.
There's a very high chance that there will be something on my Saturday.
Yeah, same time. We're committing to like this kind of like 2 to 3 hour window here.
But we shall see.
But yeah,
I never
thanks.
actually did check the when to meet to see your schedule.
Cool. Glad we're.
I mean, if Double Cross doesn't work out, then I could wake up at 3 a.m. and we could stream for 10 hours.
Yeah, next blue
I'm just
moon.
saying.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by today.
Thank you.
Goodbye.